people really kind of sometimes saw it as two different things, you know, reggae and dancehall, but like you.
Yo, music are just music. Jamaica music are just Jamaica music. Me not too preach like reggae and dancehall and root. Me just preach like at the end of the day, you know, like a Popcaan fan is a Protoje fan.
Watch out, boom shot. You tell him so there's a make the way to murmur now. So this one is a short shot. You can't stop. Boom shots.
Boom shots.
We are live.
Yo, what's up?
Hello, Proto.
What you doing? Had to just pass through all the little vibes. What's good?
You told me what's good. I came prepared to hold a vibe. Yeah. But I feel like you have your own, and probably no one wants to see me smoking, so I'll leave it to you. Are you gonna light that thing?
Yeah. If what?
Shout out to Popcaan up here in the live. I'm really boss.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I mean. I mean, man. Cuban link, canary. Yo, fix tape, sicky.
Exactly.
Yo, fix tape, sick.
Yeah, and I love the song together as well. Shout out to that royalty, you know, of that song. You know, when I first heard it, I was able to listen to it when you played it for me, and I was like, I know this song is gonna be so wicked.
Yo, I remember when you heard the Popcaan song, your head was like, yo, you're like.
Well, yeah, because, you know, it's a wicked song, but like, let's get into it. That's something I really wanted to speak about. Like, I mean, how did this happen?
Which one?
You and Pappy.
You know, say the Pappy, the Pappy song. Pappy invite me for the Unruly Fest. I'm a forward down there. Him call me up on stage, like in the middle of him set, and me go do the show. And after we just a chat, and him I say, "Yo, Proto, 2020, we need to make some music." And me been one here that long time. You get me? I say something was like, "Yo." Me just I got my friend him tell me that every day my meds which song me I go do because me need if me and Popcaan do a song it have to be legendary, you know them way there. So me I say me need the right song and me got my voice like royalty and me there one party in a mobile. Me and Leela there and we had peat juice and smoke and my band there too, but me and Leela in the dance and me hear a Popcaan come on the sound and it's like as me hear him voice, me say blood clot, you know, say this would have fit like royalty. And then when me send Pappy the tune now and him say him message him back and say, yo, it's a Eddie Fitzroy style you having all this and me I say, yo, me surprised, you know what I mean? Like me say, yo, how him pick that up? And me I say, no sir, this sick. And him forward up at the ends, come up at the studio one night and whole our vibes, and it was just amazing to see him record because it was just so, it's like him just a reason with me, and then him just him going at the booth, sing 2 line, come back out, smoke a spliff, go back, sing 2 line, and before we know it, the tune done, and I say, what kind of artist this? Crazy. Bad artist, yo, trust me.
All the things happen naturally, right? And you know, like Pappy is one of those youths that like goes his vibe, and obviously the vibe. That's why the thing happened. But I love that it happened because people really kind of sometimes saw it as two different things, you know, reggae and dancehall, but like you together.
Yo, music are just music. Jamaica music are just Jamaica music. Me not too preach like reggae and dancehall and root. Me just preach like at the end of the day, you know, like a Popcaan fan is a Protoje fan.
Right. I'm hearing like every other word from you. I think we're like getting a shaky connection.
Watch the shakiness, you know, but me can't do nothing else about it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
but anyway, I want to speak about the why I'm holding this spliff, because, you know, we came here to hold a vibe, and, you know, this is the song that is out now, out today, off your forthcoming album.
Yeah, man, I vibe with Wiz Khalifa, and yeah, it's one of them really. That's marijuana smoke vibes. There, yeah, smoke. Yeah, think about life. Yeah, whole of meds, and yeah, man, I just them energy there. It's nothing too tough. Me and Wiz Khalifa couldn't link up and do no truths and rights song. You know what I mean? The people them would have pre me. Them would have said that no add up. It no make no sense. So me just have to hold a little energy, but wanted to do it in a way where it's like it's like a song about marijuana, yes, but it's a song will give you a feeling, like make you feel like, yo, me feel breezy and things. So yeah, man.
But, you know, I noticed you said 4 years it took you to put something out, like to put this tune out.
Yeah, I mean, I had the idea from 2016, but the point is, I know I didn't just the rhythm and how the vibe of it sound like it needed a hip hop, like it needed a hip hop feature. It wouldn't sound real. It just wouldn't sound the right way if I was on that song alone. I just wanted a hip hop feature, and I just take my time and put out other music while I waited on that to happen. It wasn't like I was sitting down every day like, yo, I need this to happen. I was like, when the time right, man, I get the feature I need, and I wanted it to be Wiz because it just reminded me of his Cushion OJ era, and yeah, so I just run in and do that.
Actually, oddly enough, I did actually interview Wiz in Jamaica, and one of the things he said to me is like, you know, he has his own weed he has grown for himself, the Khalifa Kush. Do you have a favorite strain?
No, this strain them too complicated now, too much name now. Like you have all some cross this with cross with that, and it's just too much. Like me just smoke some good herb when I get it, some organic from Jamaica. I have a farmer too in a Ochi from California.
Oh,
I know it's
wicked.
random for California farmer in Ochi, but him there they grow some really, really good strains. So I get a re-up, I get 1 pound tomorrow. I get 1 pound, you know, 16 different ounces, but like 7 different strains. So it's gonna be a vibe, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, 5. I mean, how long does that last you?
It depends because at the studio enough people will come check me, and like me no want nobody come check me at studio and not have herb. Like when them for know say once you link a habitat, you can smoke. But yeah, if you're forward for the work, you can just like the smoke. No, Papi, I have to go give you a ounce of one of the new strain, and I tell you, sick. You see me?
I hear there's good stuff that grows in Orange Hill, but
hold on, I said something wrong. Some of the time, I don't know. I said something wrong while ago, because when Papi in the chatting or anything I say wrong, him and why you fine. So I don't even know if me say nothing. I say something.
You didn't say anything wrong.
Okay, good. I don't know. Sometimes I don't even know what you're saying. You get why. You understand? So I just go on monitor me talking as me talk.
Just cool. You ain't saying nothing wrong. We're just holding a vibe, you know. We've seen your progression, you know, over a long period of time. I feel like I remember speaking to you when you had the 8-year affair, which was after the 7-year itch. Like, I don't even remember when that was. Like a long, you know, it feels like you've done so much since then, you know.
Yeah, we just been making music consistently. That's what we do. I mean, it's like, yeah, if I make music, me into dropping albums, that are my thing. So it's like, just been always working on the next album and the next album and the next album, and that's what I mean. Just consistently, a music we make. Like what else we gonna do? When we think about it like this, somebody we don't like them job, but them have to go work every day and do them job. So imagine me love my job, so every day like at that moment to make music and I don't know talk about make music is actually just making music and then widening the scope of music what you make as well. No man not gonna tell me say, oh, you need to make more roots or the thing need for some. No, me make music how it sound in my brain. And just because of that, just because of that is like, me think it come across authentic and fresh and new. Because if you stay and make the same music over, them will call you boring and done with you anyway. So them say them want the same thing, but if you do the same thing, them say, oh, this sound like the last project. So for me, it's like just keep changing the music and breaking down the distance in between music. So even with this Wiz Khalifa tune, yeah, it is a tune where it have a hip hop element to it, but just me a sing on it, make it Jamaican right off the bat, you know them way there. So help the bass line like a wrap up around the drums them. It's just a vibe. And Super Dupes and The Genius, that are two Jamaican legend.
Right.
It's like it's just a vibe, man.
Right. Well, you know, 4 years ago when we talked in London, you said to me, if you don't own your masters, left the slave ship. And this project is coming out on your own label, Indignation. This is like your label signed to RCA. You're not signed to RCA, it's your label signed to RCA, right?
Yeah, my label, my Indignation signed to RCA, and me, Leela, and Savannah sign on my label. So it's like basically, I guess what they call a JV. I'm not sure on the terms anymore, but yeah, it's a joy. It's just a joy to be able to create how we want, create and make music. You see, the thing is with Jamaican artists, you can't really understand Jamaican music and culture unless you live there and immersed in it, because it's dynamic. You have to act fast. You have to be on top of things. So it's like, I'm glad that the label is like, yo, just do what you're doing there and we'll do what we do here, and we make the music. And they've been very, very supportive. They've been very, very supportive of the music that we make.
That's such a historic move, because I don't think off the top of my head, I don't think I know anyone else who's actually done something like that, you know, where they have been able to sign. So do you have any advice for other artists who want to, you know, take control of their destiny? Because that's like a power move, you know. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I just think don't rush. Don't take the first opportunity you get. Don't be giddy. You understand? Don't be giddy. Like, know what you want out of a deal and try to get as close as you want out of the deal. And if it don't work for you, you just move on. You understand? Cause there are other deals that just never sound good and never work. But you can't be hungry or licky. You can't licky for anything. Cause if you licky, you will get one gagot. You understand? Like your belly will run, and that may I tell you, so you have to be careful, because you know, even in this contract, it took so long to read through everything to make sure, say, yo, it is the way we want it. So, you see me?
But you know, you're now using this platform to bust other artists. Do you feel like anyone bust you in this game?
Not another artist. Another artist never really like bust Protoje like that. But I think I was fortunate when I had my first song, Arguments, from DJ Karim. I was fortunate that it was a big song. And then it got the attention of Don Carleon, who is like a dope producer in obviously. And I got to work with him on my first album, and that really put me on a platform. And I will also say big up to Kimani Marley, who did Rasta Love with me. And then that song was a global hit, so that kind of did change the game for me as well. So, but I guess as an artist, me never feel like they have no artist to really I say, come through Protoje, yo, meds this or here, that. So it's something what I always wanted to do, and we see enough artists do that. We see from the Bounty Killer example, we see what Bounty did do. We see where with the line of artists where come from that, and we see what Cartel they do with like enough artists. We see what Popcaan do. We see it happening in dancehall, and where I say, yo, it's a huge part of dancehall. Think about dancehall music. If Bounty never help us so much artists, there would be no. So it's like when I look on that, I say, yo, You know what I mean? Like, that's all of my thing is if I make sure I say, if I make sure I say.
Are you getting pressure to smoke that thing now? I feel like
Yeah, I get pressure off this one.
like this too.
There you go. Now we're really holding a vibe. But you mentioned bounty, and actually I was going to ask you about this. You know, you're not someone who seems like you're scared to talk your mind, and you know, I heard a wicked dub plate, or should I say an anti-dub plate that you did.
That's why them can't use my voice, no, not all. No politician.
A lot of people right now, a lot of artists are recording dubs for politicians, and you kind of recorded a dub, an anti-dub for your own self, on yourself. Is it self-defense track, right?
Yeah.
But you're kind of saying like that isn't something for you. You don't want to like really support that. And I see that Bounty even like reposted that video of you, and you know, like you said, Bounty is someone who's a legend. You know, he's called the poor people's governor, the 5-star general. He's done a lot for dancehall, so that must have made you feel good. But you have your own reasons for why you post that. What are your thoughts on like politicians and using dub plates right now? I mean, for those who don't know, break it down why it's so important for you to do something like that.
I think for me, the main thing about it is that for me, it's just not for me. If another artist want to do it, that's their prerogative. Like, one thing I don't do is tell no other artist what to do, because no artist can tell me what to do. So it's like, that's fine. I'm just saying, just imagine now, good Protoje now, I do a blood money dub for a politician. Could I lose my credibility?
Right.
Them could have said, wonder if, no, I not say me bun all politicians. Me not bun all, like, it's like, there are people who obviously must be doing positive work. So it's like, me not talk about that. Me just I say, if you are go lean pan dancehall music, then do it all year round. Help the artists them.
Right.
Make it not complicated. Suppose more bring in a laptop for the studio and do some live. Make it easy, like help. I never say help, but don't fight out the music. Don't tell the people them say at the dancehall cause violence, but then you use dancehall for do your campaign.
Right.
Like make up your mind what you do, because you know it gonna send mixed signal.
You seem to be like, it seems to be the same train of thought about what your business. You know, you're obviously a progressive business person. You're looking after your business. No, it's true, and it's a real thing, and we hear all the time, not just in reggae or dancehall. We hear all the time about artists getting left out of their rights on their music, or they don't get paid for certain things that they should get paid for. And this is kind of in a similar train of thought, you know. Where do you think you learned these like astute things from? I know both your mom and dad come from the music industry, you know. Did you get a lot of advice from them? Because these are things that people aren't doing necessarily, like these kind of moves that you're making.
Pay attention, study the game, watch from the people who forward before. Yo, the people are gonna riot if we not play the song, by the way. And the chatter get very violent right now. You get me?
Well,
but yeah, watch the people who forward.
Run the two, can we run the two? We gotta run. Which one do you wanna run?
We'll run a vibe first. We'll run the smoker one. Because the people might get, you understand? Violent. Ease out. But I'm gonna stream it right now everywhere. It's a mad vibes with Vibe Magazine and Vibe.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm proud to have put that up this morning. For all those who haven't seen the video, it's right here on vibe.com. It's a Boom Shots Vibe collab. Protoje holding a vibe. Before we let you go, we must talk about like your project. I know you have one coming. In Search of Lost Time. You always have like these kind of very thought-provoking titles. When I thought of this one, it is In Search of Lost Time, right?
Yeah, In Search of Lost Time.
Was that inspired by the novel by Marcel Proust, the French
French
novelist.
writer. Yeah. I read that book. I saw it, and I just
You
became
read it?
enamored. With the first volume, there's 7 volumes of them, and
I know what I'm saying. If you got through one, that's amazing.
because it's 500 plus pages.
I know, and it's also, I mean, of course, it's considered one of the best fictional novels out of all time, you know. So what did you get from it? What was the you got from that, for that?
The whole concept was just that when you're searching for something, you are missing time on something else. So it's like you're spending all your time doing music and working, and you're realizing, say, your mom and dad are getting older. You're missing your nephew's birthdays. Lots of things are happening. So you're trying to search back for the things that matter to you. So, but it's like as soon as you search for one thing, something else is slipping away. So it's just that's the vibe of the whole thing.
All right, I think you might be the only person who's ever got me to do that. Like, spark a spliff on an IG chat, but you know, I guess if we're holding a vibe, we might as well do it the realest way.
Yeah, you have to do it, man. You have to do it. You know, say, Popcaan have the whole of the chatter. You understand? Him have the whole of the chat, and him say if you puff it now.
I puff it. Oh, I puff it. You must have seen it. I have to get off very soon because this is gonna knock me out. But no, seriously, In Search of Lost Time, when's it gonna be out?
It's out August 28th. It's out August 28th everywhere. And just go get it. Popcaan up on the album, Coffee up on the album, Lila Ike up on the album, Wiz Khalifa up on the album. It's gonna be a sick vibe, you understand?
Right.
Hey, after that session, after that live, I go back for my live, by the way. I go have a smoking session. So Skull, roll up your spliff, Pop Skull. Whoever else I go roll up them spliff and call in, because we want to show them how we smoke ganja hard at Jamaica right now. Yeah, man.
Mentioned Coffee, she was on our live just a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, she was talking about you also. She was shouting you out. You know, you were a very early supporter of her. So does it make you feel proud? She obviously won the Grammy. Does it make you feel proud, like, to see her progress so quickly?
Yeah. I'm proud of all of the women them who do music right now in Jamaica, to be honest. Coffee really and truly did a great thing with her project. Great success. Wish her all the best. She's brilliant, really brilliant artist. So I'm very proud of her. Actually, nobody knows this. I'm telling you how people crazy and chat off their mouth. You understand? I remember when Coffee was getting nominated for the Grammy and stuff, and like people were wondering like how come Protoje didn't post her thing. He doesn't like that she's winning before him, and just some real dumb shit. And right at that night, the night before the Grammys, I was in LA.
Right.
Coffee was there. I had a big dinner. I invited Coffee over. She and her whole team came over. We had dinner for them. You know, the night before the Grammys, wishing them good luck. They went. It was awesome experience just to be there. So it's like, big her up in what she do. You know, big up Lila Ike, same way, doing like crazy good work right now. Savannah, Jada Kingdom, Shensia, the woman them really do a good job. And you know what I mean? Jazz Elise around the corner. It's a bad vibes. So I go on for Jamaican music right now. So I'm really just happy that the woman them and them just bad. You understand? It's just a level. So
shout out to Lila for her new project Experience, and Savannah for Be Somebody. We supported that even over at Tidal. Shout out to my people at Tidal. That was you pushing, like bringing those guys to your camp. Like, how did I know we've spoken about this before, but for those who don't know, like, how did you discover like Lila?
Lila, my assistant Jamila, and Lila went to high school, so she would always tell me that, you know, her friend is really dope. But Leela met me in 2015 and just all she said to me was, hey, I'm Leela. You know, I do music and maybe one day you'll hear my music. And a couple years after, I heard her music, like a year after, and I reached out to her, thought she was dope. And then when I heard her sing for me in person, I was like, yo, she's crazy. But I think what people need to understand, like even when I met Leela, you know, said to this day, Leela, I can never ever ask to do a song with me before.
Wow.
She's never ever. She never say, yo, Proto, yo, would I love a feature so that me coulda know. She just decide say, yo, me just want to forward and do my work. Even for our EP, she's like, yo, me not really want to do no whole heap of feature. Me want for that try to build my sound and make. It's me I feel be like, yo, you know what, we do a tune together. You know what, to do it, not another word. And I say, yeah, of course.
Like pressuring her to
And like even for our album, even for my album, her song on the album, I say, yo, you know, me need it on the project. And I say, yo, it does have to be the toughest song, cause we can't do song just for do song's sake. You know what I mean? So meeting with her was always about her doing the work where she can do to make a difference in her career. You know what I mean? So I always respect that and same way to meet her, and just two brilliant artists that do two like really amazing music. I'm very proud of them.
And didn't you mention once to me like you had to go to her house to make sure like her mom knew the whole kind of like kosher situation, and you know, because not
and our mom is a serious woman, you know what I mean? So but they just want go meet her and make her know, say, yo, look, you know, man, we just want make her, you know, do some positive like vibes and whole a joy, and you know, just did want go down the, you know, forward. Yeah, I wanted to forward to where Leela lives and meet her mom and just whole her vibes, and she was just chill about it, and that's what you see in a Where I'm Coming From video too as well. So
yeah. And talking about moms, how's your mom? Because I know you mentioned like you've even put it on your social, like your mom was your first investor, right? She's like your supporter, your fan, I don't know, whatever you want to say, but she's been like someone who's really supported your career.
She's happy and she's part of it. She was the one that let me get the deal that I got, because she was the one negotiating the deal for me.
Really?
So,
shout out to
yeah, my mom negotiated the deal for me herself. You know what I mean? So she was the one. Even one time I was like, yo, let's just sign it now. And she's like, no, it's not really. And I'm like, yo, I can't wait no longer. I need for just sign it. And it's like, she was like, no, be patient. I'm going to get the deal exactly how it should be. And she was awesome. Without my mom, I would be nowhere in music business right now.
Right.
For sure, nowhere. There would be no chance. There would be no chance.
Right. So shout out and respect to her every time. But she's also someone who's been in the music business herself for a while. So having that support from just inside the house is so important. It's like it can make or break an artist's career.
It can make or break people's lives. Forget about artist career, just lives. Like proper parenting, encouraging your children, giving them positive reinforcement, like understanding that you may not agree with what they want to do, but you still support them. Those are the things that make a difference in people's lives. Way bigger than music. Just to tell your child, you know what, I believe in you. I believe you can be great. What you talk about, like them thing there? Without them thing there, most of the problem when you see people have, like most of the youth, them when you see, I do the fuckery, I do all of the them thing there is parenting, is lack of love, is lack of appreciation, is lack of nurturing, is not for them thing that me really feel so that's a big thing. So I'm grateful for my parents and to all of the parents out there that support their children and support, you know, it's really a necessary, because without that, we're definitely not there so right now.
Respect to mom, respect respect to you for coming through in
Yeah.
such a lost time. It's going to be out in a couple of weeks. Gonna see a whole bunch of collabs. Anything you want to tell us any exclusive stuff you want to like just drop as we're holding a vibe?
No man, the album there for pre-order. The visuals are gonna be out. We have like some sick visualizers. The one with me and Leela is crazy. So look out for that as well. It's gonna be just a great time for Jamaican music. Enough good project forward out. Look like Chronics are gear up to drop a project as well. You know, the Leela Shell, the Savannah Shell. As me say right now, me I listen to the fixed tape, Jolly Vet, like that me and the crew been I listen to. We'll have some video I turn up to that thing next one. And we rate how what me rate about the fixed tape to what me have to talk about is how them do like a mixtape version for SoundCloud and then the one for like me never even made say you could have do, you know what I mean? Cause a long time it's like me want to do a mixtape but me don't want the song them not dep on a
Streaming.
I think like when me see that, me have to call Creep and me I say, bro, this is amazing. Like this is such groundbreaking stuff. So enough great music will come out of Jamaica right now. Yeah, man. It's just it's a vibe. It's culture. Jamaica have the culture, you know.
Yeah, well, apparently.
Jamaica have the sauce for sure. No matter what them do, no matter what them try, no matter how them try marginalize, no matter what them try to do. Jamaica have the sound, Jamaica have the sauce. We have that from the 60s, 70s come straight till now. And I'm glad to say right now we are get the platform so we can forward out there. And that's why me like, you know, if you do some good collaboration with some good Jamaican artists so that the thing can just build and forward. But we have the sauce for sure, man.
Did you get a chance to listen to Buju's Upside Down 2020?
Not fully. I heard a couple tracks off of it, but I not get to really lock in on it.
I know you're a Buju fan. I've seen you like spit some of his lyrics on your sets, and you know.
Icon.
I really feel like it's been like you said, a lot of great projects coming out of Jamaica right now, and they're just like bam, 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 bam. So everyone's going to be really looking out for this new project from you. So respect, shout out to the big crew. Thanks for coming through. And, you know, we can't see each other in the flesh right now because of this crazy lockdown. But, you know, great that social media can connect us, you know.
Yeah, for sure. We give thanks to that. Give thanks for the blessings again via magazine. Reshma, long time we are forward and chat about music. So we give thanks for that. Yeah, our vibe is out now. Right now, I'm going to go forward back on my live and do a whole heap of smoking.